All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sarah Soon said he kick back. Get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. That's right, family. Ring the alarm. KingSeti.com, online marketplace, official General Sarah Soon said he DVD lectures, t-shirts and hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, uh, herbal tonics, holistic tonics, remedies. We also got home decor accessories for every room in the house, living room, dining room, kitchen, bathroom. We got you 20% off at this time. 20% off at this time. Run, run, run. Get you some nice products. Get you a big discount too. That's right. GeneralSeti.com, pull the fire alarm. That's right. GeneralSeti.com, pull the fire alarm. Over 900 videos on African history, heritage, African spirituality, nation building, mental warfare. That's right, family. Advanced African academics developing the Black nation one lesson at a time. The complete General Sarah Soon Seti website, family. Get your behind in class today. That's right. General Seti, keep it popping on Patreon. Just dropped the hard one tonight. The stolen art of alchemy, the black art. Just dropped that one tonight on Patreon. Become a patron, unlock them gems and jewels because they are beneficial to the divinity of Black people. True indeed. True indeed. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube pages, General Seti, Sarah Soon Seti, and King Seti, and rock that notification bell. Give the video a thumbs up, like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends, and comment, comment, comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because I will ban your ass. You will be banned. All right. Whew. Here we go, family. Here we go. It seems that this story never ends. You know, this story just never ends. It's a continuation from over 58 years. You know, I've spoken on it time and time and time again. And, and I speak, not as one who lived at the time of Malcolm X, because I believe Malcolm X died maybe about 3-4 years before I was born, But when I came into my enlightenment, man, Malcolm was like a fire, you see, to my heart and soul. He was a fire, he was, I had never heard no man speak with the power and the greatness of Malcolm X. Even to this day, you see, even to this day, his power to speech is, when he's on, he's on. That's all I could tell you. He's on. Is not a, it's not a hiccup at all. Perfect in his speech, perfect in his demeanor. When he make a point, you know it. You see, and so when I was coming into my consciousness, I was, I listened to Farrakhan. I did. And in my earlier age, I admired Farrakhan. I did. I used to run home, because on Fridays, you see, on Fridays, they would have, Farrakhan on. He was on AM. I don't believe it was. I don't believe it was FM. I believe it was on AM. Don't make no difference. And I run home and, I get my little cassette tapes and that I record, I record the speeches, I'm listening, I'm studying, and so, early in my walk, Farrakhan was also one that I listened to. You see, he was first, and then, I got a hold to some speeches of Malcolm. I got a hold to that Ballad of the Bullet. Got a hold of that message to the grassroots. I was never the same. I would play them lectures, man. I would play them speeches every day. It wouldn't be a day I wouldn't play them. I play them every day, maybe 2-3 times a day. You see, that's how much I love Malcolm. And when Malcolm, Spike Lee put the movie out, Malcolm X. See, a lot of the what's going on today. See, that's when I didn't know about, all the controversies. You see, I didn't know about all the controversies of what, how Malcolm had died. And, I knew he was assassinated, but I didn't know how he died. And so, all the, information started to pour out. And the Nation of Islam name was thrown in there. Farrakhan's name was thrown in there. Elijah Muhammad's name. And at that time, I was so confused. I was confused. I say, what is this? You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to believe it. I didn't want to believe it. I say, what is this? And so, as I started to, and I, because, my family was, coming out of Detroit, they was into the Nation of Islam. You see, they was my great-grandmother, great-grandfather. They were Black Muslims. They were in the Nation of Islam. 2 of my uncles, my mother's brother, my father's brother, they were in the Nation of Islam. And so, my uncle used to keep all the old, Muhammad speaks and I remember even going into one and I seen, Malcolm's head, they had cut his head off and it's bouncing up. I said, what is this shit? I couldn't understand this. I said, what is going on? And so it really turned my spirit at that time. I was in a state of confusion. And when I saw the movie, and and a lot of people say, never to, that, there was some wrong things in there, this, that, and the third. But when it got to the point, when they run in there and they shoot Malcolm, in front of his children, his wife, you see, something in me, like, what the, this man is like he's the closest thing to a prophet, a real prophet that I ever knew. And I say, damn, they would do him like that? These niggas? You know what? And I studied and I studied and I studied. And you know what? And I say it and I say it to this day. Them niggas is not right. They not right. And I can, I've been listening down through the ages. And you can see how they manipulating the story. Even up to the day. Where his daughter, now that ain't the one, that ain't Kabila. I don't believe that's the one that, because she said it like it was. Now, this new daughter, I mean, this not his new, but she wasn't on the, she wasn't the one that was speaking a lot of time. It was Kabila. You see, the one that they, tried to catch up in something, they tried to catch up and say that she, was trying to plot on The Life of Farrakhan or whatever, okay? And even in the interview on 60 Minutes, you know, because they try to play it off and say, oh, you know, it was other people that, you know, but she was saying, no, I was hearing this shit from you. I was hearing it from, you know, this was shit that was coming out of the mouth of members of the Nation of Islam, you know, where they was talking about my father and, you know, talking about his demise. You see? And so today, you know, I happened to look at a video. And is, you know, I don't know if this is his youngest daughter. I know one of his other daughters passed. You know, I was looking for Kabila. I don't know where she's at. You know, I don't know where she's at. You know, and you know what she's doing. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't even see her. You know, in this, you know, what's going on. But what I listened to his daughter. You see, and I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna see if, you know, if she's the youngest one. You know, because I know two of the daughters, I believe, I don't know if they were twins or they didn't. I don't know if they got a chance to see Malcolm or how young they was. You see what I'm saying? You know, I don't know. I know they were real young. I don't know. And, you know, I know Kabila, I believe, is the oldest. You see, and I believe the one passed. I don't know if she was the second oldest. I don't know. I had to get into that. But I heard his daughter say that in essence, she don't believe it was the Nation of Islam. She, you know, and she understands that her father had went to Africa, and he, you know, Malcolm was a very powerful individual, and he went on a tour of Africa, and in doing that, he was able to gain the support of over 33 African heads of state in taking the United States, I believe, to the Supreme Court of the UN for genocide on African people in America. I don't know if it was for Africa too, but I know it for America. And so she believes that, you know, the CIA, FBI, I believe that, and I believe they are also suing maybe the NYC Police Department. You see? And so, but I didn't hear any, you know, and so it sounded like they didn't totally, you know, she has. I don't know why exonerated the Nation of Islam. This is, you know, you know, and, you know, it's been a lot, even the guy that just did the documentary on Netflix, who laid it out, who he, you know, who all the research say was the killer. You see? And I believe he was from the New Jersey mosque. You see, and that was actually the mosque that Farrakhan was in preaching the day before. You see? And you know, Farrakhan talked about Malcolm X so greasy. You know, and I listened to him, man. I say, man, you know, Farrakhan is a wannabe. You see, he wanted to be Malcolm. That's really what it boy. He was jealous of Malcolm. You see, you know, and when you look at the reality of the fact, Malcolm would have been a natural successor of Elijah Muhammad. He the one that went out there, you know, and built the nation. He the one built the mosques up all over the country. You see? He the one that built them up, not Farrakhan, not Wallace Dean Muhammad. No. No. You see? It was Malcolm that went out there and built them mosques up all over the United States. He was the one that put out the newspaper. You see? He was the one that put out the newspaper. The Muhammad Speaks. You see? And so, all of them traded on Malcolm at the end. You see, they traded on him. But, even when you look at the fact that even after Malcolm was killed and Elijah Muhammad, died, he left the Nation of Islam to Wallace Dean Muhammad. I mean, shit, Farrakhan wasn't even number 2. You see, Elijah Muhammad never chose Farrakhan to lead the Nation of Islam. And in actuality, the Nation of Islam today is not the Nation of Islam of Elijah Muhammad. It is Farrakhan's Nation of Islam. It is something that he started up. Okay, it was something he was never given the reins of leadership from Elijah Muhammad. You see, just to show you that you don't even know if he was number 3. He wasn't number 1 or number 2. That's a fact. He wasn't number 1 or number 2. And so it's a possibility he might have not been. And so he spoke, and I'm going to see if I could play this. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear this. Because, let me see if y'all can hear this. Let me know. If you, I'm gonna let you. I'm about to play something that Farrakhan is saying. Let me know if y'all hear it. Can y'all hear it? Y'all can't hear it? All right. Okay. All right. We're gonna get it. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna see because this, I got this mixer, but I ain't. Hold on. If we can't, I had I had to learn. I had to learn how to work this damn mixer. You hear something? Let me know. What Space Ghost say? Okay, that's all right. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay. If I can't get it this time, I'm gonna just, I'm gonna just hold on. might be my headphones. It might be. Okay, let me see. But I don't know how I'm gonna use this as a matter. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. It ain't no need. You know what? I'll do it tomorrow. Where I'll just have to go through this and and I'll work it out. And we'll deal with it. But I see, what's this guy name? Where you go, Ghost? You see? Yeah, it might be playing it sounds out of your head. It is. It is. It's playing out of, and yeah, it's playing out of my headphones and shit. And so I need to take time because I just bought it and shit, and I ain't used it, to play nothing on it. So it probably take me. It ain't gonna take me long, but I just don't feel like dealing with it, right now. But anyway, and so and the way he talked about Malcolm, was he? Did you raise Malcolm? This motherfucker saying crazy shit. You know, you know, he talking crazy, man. He justified it. He said, if they, if he talked about a man who people loved and, love, so that you would make, literally make somebody want to kill you, and and so on and so forth. And so, for me to hear him talk like that, and then I mean, listen here. If it's an open investigation going on, you know, and you not the one that didn't murder the man, then shut your fucking mouth, man. You know, well, his arrogance. Farrakhan is very and ignorant. You know, because you couldn't undo that. You see. Don't nobody believe Farrakhan. We know you had, we know you had something to do with it. We know that, being, high up in the rankings, a motherfucker ain't got to tell somebody to go kill a motherfucker. You speak in code, nigga. You speak where it's literally it's on and popping. You ain't got to tell somebody to go, but you talk so inflammatory about Malcolm that you would make, those who consider themselves to be foot soldiers, that it was a green light on Malcolm. You see, he did that. Yes, he did. And motherfuckers sit up here and say yes, it is personal. What the fuck you mean it ain't personal? We gonna let you niggas sit up there and and if that just show you how arrogant them weak niggas is. They believe that they can talk inflammatory, and even the way I'm talking right now wasn't as inflammatory as he was talking about Malcolm X. You see? And if somebody killed him, who business is it of yours? What business is it of yours? Was he this is what he said. Was he our traitor or your traitor? You see, he literally saying if we killed him, who goddamn business is it? Well, if we did, who business is it? So no man gonna talk like that, and if they ain't had nothing to do. If somebody else murdered the man, then you let that investigation take place and let whoever responsible, but you speaking out the side, ain't nobody in their right mind not gonna look at you as a suspect in the murder of Malcolm X. And so I don't know what his daughter is doing at this time. And and she very well may be scared for her life. You know what I'm saying? She very well may be scared for her life. But to go up there and dishonor her father and let and you know, and let motherfuckers off that really had, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? You know, if for my dad, you see, because if you didn't took my dad, you know what I'm saying? I mean, my life is threatened anyway. You see, ain't no, come on, these motherfuckers, and I try to tell motherfuckers, them motherfuckers ain't that powerful no more. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta quit giving motherfuckers undue power. You see, ain't nobody scared of them niggas. And that's what's wrong with y'all. Y'all scared of niggas and y'all ain't, you got to test your metal on motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? You let a motherfucker push you around and punk you around with some psychological goddamn warfare. These niggas ain't right. You know what I'm saying? These niggas ain't right. And that's exactly what they is. You know what I'm saying? To sit up there and talk inflammatory. And I done heard these niggas. Nuri Muhammad, I heard you. You fake. You see, you fake. You fake. And I'll say it to your face. You fake. Okay? We done heard it. You see, we done heard it for ourselves. You see? And like I say, if it's an investor murder, you don't talk like that. You see? If you ain't got nothing to do with it, you move on out the way. But to sit up there and make it was like a prescripted alibi for somebody who very well may have been affiliated with the Nation of Islam. If we did, well, whose business is it of yours? You see? Okay, that's a prescripted alibi for somebody. You see? Ain't no real nigga that ain't involved. Even if they was involved in the goddamn murder, they gonna keep their mouth closed, but that show you the arrogance of his ignorance to speak out like that. You see what I'm saying? Like, he it was as if he wanted a badge from Elijah Muhammad or something. It's like he wanted a ribbon. Look what I done for you. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what he what he said. And then I heard Elijah Muhammad. You see, he said Malcolm's own teachings. He said his disagreement with Malcolm X was over the fact that Malcolm X wanted to arm the nation. You see? And so but he said Malcolm died of his own teachings. Even when he said that he firebombed his own house, with his own babies in the house. Man gonna firebomb the house with his own children and wife in the house? Y'all done for. I don't care what you're talking about. You understand what I'm saying? You niggas ain't right. Period. Okay? And you're fake. You see, because we don't need no nigga to talk. Nigga, come on, man. Come on, nigga. Nigga, we come out of cities where niggas is murdering every fucking day. You ain't gonna talk greasy to a nigga like we don't know what the fuck go on. You understand? Niggas is being murdered in these cities. Every motherfuckers know 10, 20 niggas that done been murdered. Know the inside scoop, know how this shit roll, nigga. You see? And you think we silly? You think we silly? You think we would fall for any goddamn thing? And so, I see this shit right here as spectacle. This is a spectacle. They ain't really trying, they ain't trying to get at this been going on for 58 years. You see? This shit been going on for 58 years. And so, and they ain't really trying to get at, the root of the cause. If y'all was really, this shit would have been done long time ago. You know, as great as Malcolm is, y'all wait 58 years, you know, and still nobody's going to really step forward and tell the truth. You see? And like I say, you know, the research that the man did on Netflix, I looked at it, you know, and I believe that, you know, that some of that information was very suspect, you see, of what was going on and what I heard from myself. Let me tell you something, man. If my family had been murdered and I was looking for the one who had caused that to happen, and I heard a man speak out about my own family, the way that Farrakhan talked about Malcolm X, it wouldn't be no way in my heart and mind that I could not conceive that that nigga was a part of it. Okay, I wouldn't give a goddamn if I, as passionate as he was when he said it, I say, no, that nigga meant that. He meant that. He meant that. That came from his soul. And you know, to talk about a man like that, I'm a bigger man than Malcolm X. I say, what? You know, I'ma just, you know, you know, like I say, and I say it many times, I reserve, you know, I reserve myself. You know what I'm saying? I tell you how I feel, and I know fake shit when I hear it. You know, I know fake shit. You know, no, I'm not taking shit out of context. No, I'm not taking shit out of content. No, I'm not. What are you talking about? I ain't taking. I'm speaking directly to what came out the man's mouth. You see, what do you mean? I'm taking shit out of you? Talking about a murder investigation? What the hell you talking about? When a motherfucker speak out on a murder investigation like that, nigga, I'm not taking nothing out of context, nigga. You suspect. You a major suspect. The hell you talking about, man, nigga? You a fool. That's what you is. You a fool, nigga. And obviously, nigga, you on the other side. And I understand how this shit go. That's some old dusty ass nigga. Your time is up, nigga. Your time is up. You see, your time is up, nigga. You see your old dusty ass nigga trying to hold on as you know, to you know, that shit over with, man. We didn't move past that shit anyway. The shit that the Nation of Islam talking is some occult dumb shit. Period. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They had something to do with it. And you know what really just, I just couldn't get over the fact that, you know, and as greasy as these niggas is, they gonna shoot Malcolm X in front of his own children and wife. You know, y'all niggas is the wickedest niggas I know. Y'all could never nigga convince me, you know, period. You know, y'all the wickedest niggas I know. You know, and you know what? I'ma just let it, just put it out there, you know what I'm saying, of what's going on. You know, my mind and my spirit was made up damn near 25 years ago when I saw the shit the first time. My mind was as a young man. And I'm gonna tell y'all that as I move forward, I didn't have nothing, you know, nobody to influence me. You see, nothing. When I like I said, I was in love with Malcolm. You know what I'm saying? I say, this is my prophet. Man, when I found out that Farrakhan had some, man, I stopped listening to that nigga immediately. Nobody told me nothing because that shit, and I just started listening, and I just wait. And I heard that, and when I heard that, when he was talking about, and I heard him talk about Malcolm like that, I stopped listening to that nigga. Period. I stopped listening to that nigga. Period. I didn't listen to him no more. You see? Now I did, I didn't, when Khaled came, that was something different. You know what I'm saying? Khaled resurrected, he was the resurrection of Malcolm to me. You see? And, I seen Khaled as the second coming of Malcolm, and even took it, a stage, further. You see, even, I believe he, in both of them, I need both of them. I need Malcolm and Khaled. You see what I'm saying? And I love them both dearly. You see, as prophets. You see, as prophets. And so I want to, thank y'all for being here today. Give some praise to, Malcolm, his family, you know what I'm saying, who have suffered dearly in all aspects. You see, suffered, not just Malcolm, Betty. You see, his grandson, Malcolm Jr. Was he a junior? Yeah. You see, his other daughter just passed not too long ago. And so, but family, let me move on to the next. And I'm just letting them know, nigga, y'all ain't off. I don't believe none of that. So y'all can try to no. Okay? No. We still see you niggas. Okay? All right. This the general. You know what I'm saying? Hey, arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education. I got another powerful one coming up right behind this. The Black Hebrew Israelite that assassinated Martin Luther King Jr.'s mother. Did not know that. The Black Hebrew Israelite that assassinated Martin Luther King Jr.'s mother in church. Come right back, family. Black Power.